everyone, and welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star, and today we're going to be doing an episode of Unpopular Reseller Opinions. And today we are talking about the Sob Stories. So, y'all know what I'm talking about. We all get those messages. The potential buyers that want to tell us about all of their hardships in life, all of their illnesses, their 15 kids, their 10 dogs, their 12 cats, they're all dying. I'm over exaggerating, but you'd be surprised. Some of these that I have read that people have shared in groups or with me, it's like ridiculous. We all have things we're going through. We all have problems. So I'm not trying to say that people don't have problems, but when you either A, use your situation or your problems to try to get something for free or at a huge discount, or B, make these things up and pretend you have these issues to get things for free or at a huge discount. I have issue with it. I think it's disgusting. I don't like it. And this topic does definitely, again, have its two camps of thought. Although I think more people are with me on the fact that it's probably not true. And even if it were, you shouldn't be utilizing your hardships to try to get something in life for free. And here's a really unpopular opinion. This is mine personally. If you're really poor or if you really have a lot going on and you can't afford to be shopping online, then don't be shopping online. If you can't afford it, don't do it. Because everyone on eBay is also struggling right now. We all have our own bills to pay. We have to make our sales. We have to make our bottom line and our profits. I'm not here to rip people off, but I am here to at least make enough money for me to survive. And if I let every Tom, Dick, and Harry who came through here with a sob story have something at a huge discount or for free, I wouldn't be paying my bills. I wouldn't be making enough money because that's just the bottom line. So, it sounds callous and it sounds hard, but honestly, if you don't have the money or you cannot afford to shop online, don't do it. Go to thrift stores, go to dollar stores, go to Walmart, go to where there are things that you can afford. And definitely don't come online looking at things way out of your price range and expect people to give them to you for, what you can afford. Don't come online knowing full well you can't afford an antique dresser from the 1300s. I'm just making something up here as an example. That's up for $1,500 and offer 10 on it because you're a single mom and little Johnny is sick. That's not how the world works. That is not how life works. You don't just walk into a store and, a brick and mortar and say, well, I really like your huge TV and I know it's a $2,000 TV, but because I have this, and this going on, can I have it for $10? That's not how it works. And y'all may think I'm callous or hard, and it's really not. It's emotionlessness. Because I really believe in keeping emotions out of business. When it comes to business, emotions absolutely have no place, and you need to keep them out of it. And that means not getting upset about, low offers, not getting upset about negative feedback, not getting upset with buyers and engaging in arguments with them. Just keeping it an even keel. There is no emotion. This is business and this is how it is. And that's why I feel this way about these sob stories. It's business. My items are in my store at market value and that's what they're worth. And I'm willing to run sales and I'm willing to take offers, but I'm not willing for people who obviously cannot afford them to come in and want bargain bin garage sale prices on my stuff. There are places where folks who are less fortunate can shop and not try to get, $1,000 items for nothing. And we are coming into Q4. So this is going to become way more prevalent as we get closer to Christmas. There will be a ton of messages coming from people that they need your PlayStation 5 for little Betsy and Johnny for only $5 because it'll make their Christmas. And without it, they're just going to be devastated. So brace yourselves. They're coming. They always increase every year in Q4. And the closer we get to Christmas, the more and more you're going to see. And also be prepared for the ones from the folks who tell you you ruined their child's Christmas. Those are always fun. So you'll get an offer on something or a sob story message. and you won't give them what they want, and then they'll tell you, well, thank you, you ruined my kid's Christmas. Well, I really didn't, but cool story, bro. So I don't engage with these types of buyers. I don't encourage their stories. I don't go into conversation with them. This is just something I look at as 98% of them are probably untrue. And that's a high percentage, and that's kind of like a negative outlook, I guess, or like a pessimistic outlook. But I really feel like most of them are untrue. There was one message that was going around in a Facebook group, I think it was last year, and a bunch of sellers somehow discovered in a conversation in a group that this one buyer was sending the same sob story to all these different people. Um, Either they really think that they deserve something for their story, or they were making it up. So I just go under the assumption that most of them are going to be made up, and if not, I really can't help you, because there are thrift stores all over the United States of America where other people can shop. That is how I deal with it. That is my opinion. I don't ignore the messages unless they're truly really outlandish. Those I just ignore. I don't necessarily block everyone that comes through unless they start trying to engage me into an argument or getting really defensive or rude. If I decline an offer or counter an offer and they start the messages with, you ruined my kid's Christmas, and they want to fight with me, I'll probably block those types of people because I don't want to deal with them. But as far as just getting the first message, I don't really block them. Some of them I'll ignore, like I said, if it sounds totally outlandish, but most of them I have a cookie cutter copy and paste response. Hello, sorry to hear that you're going through hard times. Unfortunately, we are too, and this is how we make our living. I can offer you X amount, and that's as low as I can go. Thank you for your interest in this item. Just so that I am responding to the message. The algorithm of eBay that looks at your customer service or how you respond to messages will see that I responded. I didn't ignore them. But I'm also not like inviting them to argue with me or inviting them to explain more of their situation. I'm not challenging them and accusing them of making up their sob story. I'm just saying, hey, sorry you're going through this. We got tough times too. This is what we're selling it for. I'm willing to take this. This is how we make our living, our livelihood. You can add your small business or whatever. There's a lot of folks out there that have this like kind of cookie cutter response for those. Most of the times, once you send them that, they'll go away. You'll never hear from them again. They'll never make an offer or anything. And again, if they come at you and they want to argue or fight, just block them. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your energy. The whole, emotions out of your business. So the unpopular opinion that you can ignore sob stories, you can. You can. The only reason I do the cookie cutter response is for the algorithm for eBay. A long time ago, for a couple of years, probably in the beginning, I did completely ignore a lot of the sob stories, just not respond in any way. But it has been rumored that eBay does look at how responsive you are to buyers, so you should be responding to all or as most of the messages as you can. So now I just do that. Otherwise, I really would just ignore them. I don't need a story. Just send an offer. And if I don't want it, I won't take it. So, and I don't feel like any of us should feel, this is the other side of it, like you can ignore it, but I wouldn't because of the algorithm. Like you want eBay to see that you're answering messages, so just have that cookie cutter response ready. But you don't need to talk to them or engage with them. But you also do not ever need to feel obligated to give anybody anything at a severe discount or for free or throw in freebies because of their story. Don't. Do not feel obligated. Do not feel guilty. Do not let them guilt trip you into it. Again, like the story I told before, a lot of times these buyers are sending these stories or messages out to multiple sellers on multiple items just to see who will bite and give them something. And even if that weren't the case, it is not your responsibility to help these people afford things they can't. So don't let it make you feel guilty. Don't feel obligated. Do your cookie cutter response. Let them know what you can come down to and move on with your life. Again, there is no place for emotions in business. There's absolutely a place for ethics, and having morals. I'm not saying, you can have no emotions in business and still be morally ethic and do the right thing and have morals, but you don't have to feel any type of way when people say or do things to you or respond or engage with them. You don't have to let things affect you. Just do the right thing. And in this case, some folks would go, well, the right thing is to help people out who don't, who are less fortunate, or help their kids have a nice Christmas. But you don't know if they're telling the truth or not. So is it? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and hit the thumbs up before you leave. It helps the channel a lot, guys. And oh yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. We got some hungry hippos back here to feed. And until next time, go be productive, go make some money, join our Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.